With such awesome power, you were bound to attract the greed of your brethren. Draven, Korvek, and Casita have banded together and plan to steal the artifact for themselves. Defeat them, and bend them to your will. For if they join your ranks, there will be no stopping your final assault upon the Empire.
Hello, old friend.
We've been waiting for you. Yes, you and the Kinos.
We'll have it over your dead body.
These fools come for the Kinos, Underlord. Prove your dominance and crush them beneath your indomitable will. Treat them as a warm-up for the Emperor. Activating the Kinos will defuse all enemy defenses and empty their mana reserves. Use it to deter an attack or rally past their traps in order to crush their traitorous cause.
These old bones have missed you. I'll be seeing you in a bit, old friend.
I hope you're prepared, for soon I'll break down your walls and take the Kinos for myself.
So many riches, all within arm's reach. Do either of you mind if I do a bit of collection before striking out?
Not at all, Casita, my dear. But please, do keep some of your minions alive to combat our collective foe.
Yes, of course. But don't expect me to go running in like that idiot Draven.
A Skarg has entered your dungeon.
Oh, Casita. Just because you've no taste for battle does not mean that it won't fill you up. We can make creepy, excellent things happen if we were together.
We seem to have a bit of a cash flow problem. A Bafu has entered your dungeon.
Will be mine. Then we'll see which of us is truly more powerful. Your haste will be your downfall, as it has been in the millennia we fought.
A Gnarling has entered your dungeon.
The last few scraps only served to limber me up. This time you will be the one banished, and I will control us forever. We'll see. But I've destroyed far greater parts of myself than you.
Your minions are fighting the enemy. Not enough mana. A succubus has entered your dungeon.
Do you remember the old days? Back when the world was young and fresh. Oh, there were so many beautiful things to collect.
There were so many lost spirits while seeking a master. Back before there were gods to give them direction.
I don't remember the beginning. Just shattered fragments tumbling over one another for a moment of fleeting primacy. I remember pain.
Oh, Cormac, I remember how you were. Terribly afraid all the time. You cowered in your own realm. Mad, insane, rambling to yourself for eons. Only after you broke the mountains did you venture forth. But I'm sure you recall that day.
You missed out on so many years of bloodshed and war, Corvac. While you were huddled away by yourself, I felt legions consume their souls.
With all that experience, I still bested you without struggle when I emerged.
Come, boys, no need for your puerile arguments. The Kinos is our prize today. You've plenty of time to have a pissing contest once we've finished here.
Don't pretend you're in charge here, Casita. I've shattered more realms than you've imagined, and the Kinos will allow me to conquer 1,000 more.
We'll see, Draven.
I'll melt your minions into rivers of gold! But could one of you help me knock them out first?
Your dungeon has been breached.
I'll melt your minions into rivers of gold! But could one of you help me knock them out first?
Your dungeon has been breached. That's one down. Keep at it, Underlord.
She outlived you in the last war. A pity these things don't often repeat themselves.
Oh, I wish I could trap her vanquished soul in my halls.
Your dungeon has been breached.
Yes, we do. More nightmares about the
Troubled minions seek therapy. You're going to need a larger tavern. Your minions are under attack. Your dungeon has been breached.
yes, we do.
Your dungeon has been breached. Your dungeon has been breached. Your dungeon has been breached. Not enough mana.
Come, Draven. Surely you won't fall that easily to this buffoon.
Not enough mana. You are out of mana. You have insufficient mana to cast that spell.
Could one of you give me a bit of assistance? I'll split the bones of the dead with you evenly.
Insufficient mana.
Could one of you give me a bit of assistance? I'll split the bones of the dead with you evenly.
It's payday. Your minions are under attack. That's 2 down. Let's finish this.
Farewell, Draven. Only the strongest are meant to survive.
A minion has entered your dungeon. Behemoth summoned. A witch doctor has entered your dungeon. One of your minions has not been paid.
Soon you'll squeak like all these little piggies. Silence your sniveling tongue. Leave this to me, and you can ejaculate whatever madness enters your mind later. When we are alone, when less is at stake.
A ghoul has risen in your crypt.
You think you're so big and strong? Come at me. If you mutter another word, I will finish you. We both know you're no match for me. I'll start thinking. Notes to take, horrors to imagine, nightmares to dream. Thank you. I felt as though my mind was splintering.
One of your minions has not been paid. A chunder has been converted in your torture chamber. Stone bridge unlocked. One of your minions has cheated in a game of cards. One of your minions has not been paid. You are out of mana. You have insufficient mana to cast that spell. Not enough mana. Of mana. Insufficient. You have insufficient mana to cast that spell. You have insufficient mana to cast that spell. Not enough mana. You have insufficient mana to cast that spell. You are out of mana. You have insufficient mana to cast that spell. One of your minions cannot reach its lair. Insufficient mana. Rumbling tongues threaten to cause cave-ins. Enlarge your tavern before the ceiling comes down. Insufficient One of your minions cannot reach its lair. You have insufficient mana to cast that spell. Insufficient mana to cast that spell. Your minions are fighting the enemy. One of your minions cannot reach its lair. Rumbling tummies threaten to cause cave-ins. Enlarge your tavern before the ceiling comes down.
Taste my hexes! Well, what?
Spirit chamber unlocked. Construction unlocked. Your dungeon has been breached. The crackpot has entered your dungeon. Your dungeon has been breached. Your dungeon has been breached. A crackpot has been converted in your torture chamber. A necromancer has entered your dungeon. Your dungeon has been breached. Rumbling tummies threaten to cause cave-ins. Enlarge your tavern before the ceiling comes down. Let's hope your vote is ready, Underlord. It is payday. Well of Souls unlocked. Glacial door unlocked. A cultist has been converted in your torture chamber. I bought the world's worst thesaurus yesterday. Not only is it terrible, it's terrible. A ghoul has risen in your crypt. Your minions are eyeing one another hungrily in the tavern. Make it larger before gnarling soup becomes the new main course. A ghoul has risen in your crypt. Your dungeon has been breached. Your minions are in combat. Defense complete. One of your minions has not been paid.
Smell that flesh. Succulent.
Your dungeon has been breached. Your tavern is too small. A Beastmaster has entered your dungeon. Your minions are in combat. Rumbling tummies threaten to cause cave-ins. Enlarge your tavern before the ceiling comes down. Assembly unlocked. Your beast den cannot support additional minions. Blade Lotus complete. One of your minions got caught with false papers. Your minions are under attack. Eyeing one another hungrily in the tavern. Make it larger before gnarling soup becomes the new main course. A minion has entered your dungeon. Your minions are in combat.
Perfect.
Bombard complete. Your beast den cannot support any more beasts. Construct complete. Ember Rift complete. is payday. Your minions are under attack. Your minions are eyeing one another hungrily in the tavern. Make it larger before gnarling soup becomes the new main course. Your beast den cannot support any more beasts. Your minions are in combat. Your beast den cannot support additional minions. Your tavern is too small. Defense complete. Your friends and family all talk about you behind your back. An augur has entered your dungeon. One of your minions cannot reach its lair. You have insufficient mana to cast that spell. Not enough mana. You have insufficient mana to cast that spell. You have insufficient mana to cast that spell. You are out of mana.
We've been fighting for eons. We've been fighting for eons.
Your tavern is too small. frightened minions fear famine. Build a bigger slaughter pad. There's no time for dilly-dallying. Prove your dominance. Not enough mana. One of your minions cannot reach its lair.
Insufficient mana. You are out of mana. Insufficient mana.
You have insufficient mana to cast that spell. Not enough mana. Not enough mana. You are out of mana. You have insufficient mana to cast that spell.
Insufficient mana.
You have insufficient mana to cast that spell. You are out of mana. One of your minions cannot reach its lair.
Your tavern is too small.
Not enough mana. You have insufficient mana to cast that spell.
Who the hell is Brian?
One of your minions cannot reach its lair. You have insufficient mana to cast that spell. Insufficient mana to cast that spell. Ember Rift complete.
Now certainly you didn't think I'd give up without a fight. Now certainly you didn't think I'd give up without a fight. Let this part of yourself die, and from your own ashes you will be reborn. Let this part of yourself die, and from your own ashes, you will be reborn.
One of your minions cannot reach its lair.
Now certainly you didn't think I'd give up without a fight. Now certainly you didn't think I'd give up without a fight. Now certainly you didn't think I'd give up without a fight.
Your minions are in combat.
Now certainly you didn't think I'd give up without a fight.
I stand humbled Defeated. I've no more quarrel with you, my lord.
One of your minions cannot reach its lair.
It is payday.
You're a greater warrior than I thought. I submit to you, Underlord.
Fine work, Underlord. You've crushed their resistance and brought them under heel. Bent to the power of the Keynote, they will prove no threat to you in the coming battle. Let's make haste to Uther's Landing. All that remains is for us to win one final victory over the Empire, and to avenge those who have fallen to their underhanded schemes. Now you are as a god. With these three bent to your will, your war against the Empire capital is sure to end in bloody victory.